What is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is a penultimate in Live Summon, and the Crew 2 is entered Best of Flashback. Unlike Into the Storm, Blizzard Rush, and USB Tour Next with the same title as Best of, before the fourth one is about to take place in Season 9, Episode 2 from Motorflix, Flashback. It's all about to have some 6 events, with the additional to have 2 of them is now being included to be introduced from Season 5 in Episode 1 and 2 from the continuation of American Legends. So this will be doing one vehicle selection is now being included for this week is the Mazda RX-7 Turbo Outline Edition that is actually to be look like a Pixel 3D race car. But it's very cool, and that is going to be the most fine brand new feature edition is now being available for this week as we entered in November. By the additional to have 3 skills to be on the land, sea, and air to go on high definition, while 6 events are about to go on the 3D pixel background to have some different levels. But this is going to be quite very amazing out there to have Rallycross, Street Race, Alpha Grand Prix, and also to have Hypercar Discipline to have some different titles is now being related to Flashback. Pyramids, Sakura, Forgotten Island, Pacific, City Track, and Freaky Night. All 6 events all together to have some different themes, and even of course to have one part of the exclusive vehicle to be set on loan. So I hope you guys might need to grab the Mitsubishi Lancer WRC05, and the Ferrari 812 Superfast is now being available as a bundle event. This is going to be the only one part of the previous MotorPass exclusive vehicle to have one more is the Cadillac Coupe de Billy's Marcos Cab service vehicle. That's how 3 event vehicles are about to be set on restriction, as you guys have already got the motor stars to be climbing up from tier number 1 and go all the way on to tier 50 to get all kinds of different items like vanities, MotorPass exclusive vehicles, and the outfit is now being added to have a different suit and a helmet to have a Flashback title is now being set and raring to go. So I hope you guys are about to get ready because we're about to enter Flashback and Best of for having a main part of the theme summon. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start today's live summit event. Let's begin. Halloween was very much more excited out there in Tree Journey. Since the last video, as I went down to do some changes, trimming down and save for only main part of the spare amount to have 6 events and 3 skills to have my main requirement to go over the condition. But there's no need to have a WIP for this moment because of the holiday season. But after all, position on the platinum in rank 2273rd place in 1,184,507 points to get 4 rewards, including a retro pumpkin rooftop on the epic. Another fine pixel vanity is now being adding up. So long week number 7, and hello week number 8 for the final challenge to get more followers and motor stars to go for the jump start. But don't forget folks, you might need to get the last part of the MotorPass exclusive tier on the bundle because this is where the last resort comes in from the first and all the way to be on week number 8. So it's all done, and now we got 2 more events to go before the current season is about to be over, before the next update is about to have something for a big surprise. But I don't know what it's going to be look like on Motorflix Season 10, but I'm not going to have to give a spoiler alert. Well, doesn't matter right now, so I had to keep focusing on to have the current part of the live summon as 4 days left until Best of Flashback will be over soon. So let's enter and have a good check on the rewards in Best of Flashback to get some more followers, 1 part onto the silver, gold on the red taxi rooftop, and the outline addition to the Mazda RX-7 Turbo FC model. Alright, so gonna have the first things first. 3 skills on high definition, and then 6 events on retro pixel background later. So I'll have to take the solemn and get entered to be on the meteor crater to go off-roading. Very cool, and just to have an auto switch vehicle to go off-roading as I'm about to be set up and go for any rally raid vehicle to go by pick. But in the meantime, because currently to have some main preparation to go for the Ford F-150 Raptor Ghost Recon Edition will be at the go. So I'll have to be the first one to get in there, solemn the gates, and rack up with a score breaker. Just circle around and do some good guiding direction on any direction. Okay, that's good. Just gonna have to take 1 skill to circle around. Multiplier is check. 10 seconds reminder. Okay, looks like 1 skill down, 20,072 points. Not bad. Very good to be doing off-roading to have a good jump start. So that's 1 skill pass to be achieved by 156,047 points. Time to go on aerobatics on skill 2. Next up, pit mines in the air. Soar on in to have auto switch vehicle to be prepared onto the Harmon Rocket HR3. This will have to take matching figures to go around onto the East Coast. Okay, looks like at the coal state. That's 1 checkpoint cleared, and keep a good angle to have a good aim down on the ring. Okay, that's good. Stay on straight formation. Very good. Okay, gonna have to watch myself. One more checkpoint to go and sprint to the finish line. Clock's ticking and 15 seconds on the earlier call. Solidifying good work. 25,950 points. Very excellent. Excellent. Only 150,966 points to have 1 legendary part to be earned to be solid, successful, to be quite doing well, and then the escape will have to come in last. So 3rd skill in the high definition is in the woods. Very chosen and very capable to choose on either to be using on powerboats. Fracture 1414 Demon, here I come and do this main direction to go forward. Okay, looks like gonna have to keep currently to be going down onto the main flow of the river. Gonna have to watch myself. This could get a little bit more rub if you can use jet sprint. If possible, going down onto the main stream and pass on through to go over onto the main east coast to be on the coal state. So heading out from the river and go straight over to be at the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, looks like it's all clear. Keep it up. Powerboat can't handle this because the current waves is gonna have to keep a good calm before it's about to go modest. So far so close, but 6,000 added with 35 yards is now being checked and cleared on the first attempt. So that's enough on 3 skill. 106,840 points. Good forward direction and just yet to keep a good flow on the river. Okay, now let's see which one of the 6 events should I have to go with. For my main guess, after we have finishing on Flashback in the city track for Alpha Grand Prix and Sakura for the street race discipline. So let's have a good look to have 2 choices by having main opportunity. But maybe my guess, only one standard Alpha Grand Prix discipline to have a legendary bundle is now being set onto the same category in the discipline class. But city course it is. I'm about to go right in and insert a coin to take level 1. Flashback City Track. Alpha Grand Prix discipline on no restriction. So I just got everything to be mapped out and go for any kinds of one-seat race car is now being capable to be served as a main recommend vehicle. But it is going to be quite going retro because different kinds of amenity that you guys really might need to be in case before enter for this week's live summit event to go on the retrospective and nostalgia all together that have a high racing definition to do some realistic graphics. So let's see, gonna have to choose which Alpha Grand Prix vehicle to start out with. But how about the 2020 Proto Alpha Mark X? Good thing this is going to be quite very good to have a most fictional racing circuit in the 21st century is now being adding up to have some retro themed vanities. But also to have the official livery itself on the number 19 is good to be checked on 340 on the per level. So I'm about to pick this puppy up and go on the track in the background of Pixel. So here I go, folks. Let's beat the level and go focusing on the main lead.
You got this! You're a rock star!
Okay, looks like that could be doing the same thing all over again, folks, during Season 5 in Motorflix on American Legends. But this is part of Flashback because the time of condition is going to be set on sunset. Good thing the sound of the video game music is turning on. So gonna have to keep it up and stay well clean. Racking up the speed, going the inside of the apex, just like playing on Atari in Fatal Run. But even perhaps other kinds of retro racing video games from the 1980s that will be doing much fine retrospective to see how you guys can handle it. And even old school gamers who can really have to get used to it to have the 21st century racing game. Okay, that's first lap down. Moving on in lap number 2. Okay, go by boost, slow down, and follow the line. For only Flashback in the city track is based from a tour with Alexis in Miami. But very good to have that set of the location in Miami for having one part of the racetrack. So gonna have to stay on track and have the trains to be seen. But I'm always gonna have to be preferred to go with third-person view. This is how third-person video games might be worked to be used in high definition on any other racing games. But not to mention because old school gamers really knows about any experts about video games like Allie's grandfather. Well, you know Allie from Dispenser Camp, right? She is much more excellent gamer than her grandfather, but very much more proud successful. Okay, looks like using the nitro on the low HP. Gonna have to save it later on and keep a good progression. So I'm at 83%. Okay, almost there, folks. 10% to go. Final lap is about to be finished soon. Okay, keep a good line and have the final push. Level complete. First place in under 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 57.873 seconds is check and clear. Okay, looks like there's no need to have a quick retry because I might need to go and start over to be having add 1 point. That's how because every racing video games does not have number of lives. But only in the Crew 2 that takes few attempts that you might need to stay focused on the track and get better at this. Alright, so let's try this again and do on stage number 2 in the first level. Come on.
Fingers are crossed.
Gonna ace that course and do faster times on main adjustment. That will be doing one part of the qualifying session to pass a level, even of course to have some differences that you really need to go again for having the same level. But I'm just gonna have to get used to it. The Dim Summon and the level itself is now being tested on different disciplines for any gamers who are being pro expert. Okay, coming up onto Gear 7. Stay on track. Just gonna have to take some good valuable earnings and do one practice at a time. Okay, that's the ticket. Stay the handling to go smooth on the line. Okay, that's 9 seconds behind. Okay, get back on Gear 7. Halfway there is now being on the mark in 57%. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to watch it myself. Crossing through on the track. Doesn't count. It takes few attempt clean runs to stay in it. Alright, that's good. Just having a few more percent to go. 17 seconds behind. Still got this and beat the time. One last stretch, and there you go. Level complete and record set in 2 minutes 49.071 seconds. All clear, and that is one flashback level is clear. But especially to have a good all clear to have a legendary bundle to be earned as a main key of the prize. So very cool, and Alpha Grand Prix race to be well done until the final level on the combo event is now yet to be saved later on. So next up, Flashback Sakura for the outline addition to the Mazda RX-7 Turbo will be set and go for a different car at the ready. But this one is very brand new, labeled as Force Vehicle to have a good pixel background to have a Japanese themed culture to be around in the middle of nowhere to be based on the location. So feast your eyes on this one, folks. The 1988 FC RX-7 Turbo is now becoming full outline edition, is now being colored in red, and the lines is now being put up into black. But differences is actually to be as a different 3D animation car from every other racing games like Gran Turismo 1 and 2. But very much more fine perfection, and the rim set is now being quite very uniquely official. But I kind of like it because this one is actually to be well served, and different customization is now being fully modified on the per level in 221 that brings out 182 horsepower and top speed 142 miles per hour. Drivetrain is FR. But I'm gonna have to test this baby out, and this time third person only in this part of the video segment, folks. all I have to think of, because that could be quite going much more retrospective to be dropping in and go in. So let's roll.
Faster, faster! Seriously, go faster!
Okay, traction is now being turned off when using street race vehicle. This is level 2 in Flashback. Sakura in the middle of nowhere that have a different Japanese themed culture. But don't forget, you might need to go faster to catch up onto your main objective. That's how the point works, that you might need to be pretend to insert a coin to go again. But very awesome to see this fully modified FC is now actually to have a drawing inspiration version of it. But the wing spoiler looks so very different like any other JDM cars. But I still kinda like it, and perhaps it can outmatch on any other opponents. Okay, there's the Ferrari F40, followed by and the Lamborghini Diablo is now being behind. I gotta have to catch up to that F40 and give an outline on the outrun. Okay, let's go slipstream.
Guess who's ahead of the pack?
This may not look like outrun cruising in USA. Flashback Sakura in Japan to be set and based in the middle of nowhere that have a different track layout. Okay, checkpoint clear. Final lap in number 2 is now being currently to be climbing up halfway there. Okay, looks like some scratches were made to be having some single amount. Okay, looks like go for the last corner, cross the bridge, and punch that nitro towards the finish line. Alright, that's 2 minutes, 21.301 seconds in a pure driving street race event. Okay, so looks like it's not over yet. That could have to take one stage of the level, we'll have to go again. I'll have to give a backup plan and just gonna have to do one attempt to go again. But it's all about to have one stage of the level in order to get up onto 100,000 points to have your skill to be tested. Unlike any other brand new Flashback events, including two current ones by 2. So let's give it a go and try this again.
You're so gonna win this one!
Okay, gonna have to do the same part. Clean run and stay up ahead in the pack. Okay, looks like first corner turn is now being well checked. Traction needs to stay in the front line straight on oversteer. Okay, let's slow that FC down. Get back up on the main current speed. Ah, okay, looks like that Lamborghini Diablo is now going currently up ahead. Same thing as before, folks. I need to get back in the pack.
First place feels good, doesn't it?
Still working on currently up ahead. Okay, that's good. Keep that checkpoint up ahead. So soothing and relaxing for having a gaming background theme on the Japanese Sakura. Okay, here it comes again. Same thing as before from the previous lap. Too quick, too soon. That could take second place is now being reached the top 3. But 2 minutes, 20 seconds is all I need to have some average requirement to go up. But there you go. 100,000 points is now added up by 69. Level complete on level 2. Now, let's go hypercar to be in Pacific to be set and locate in the Keys at Florida. Whew. Right at the start and climb up to be in the platinum in 10,782nd place in the rank. But yet, of course, to have 2 current level on the event in Flashback from Season 5, Episode 1 and 2 to be prior to Season 9 in the second episode to have 4 brand new events related to Flashback. So let's have a good check to go on the preview to have 1 hypercar vehicle by using the Ferrari 812 Superfast. And correction is indeed to have the third event to be in Pacific. Alright, so let's go and take 1 of the 4 Flashback events is now going listed as brand new to the main part of the update. For all hypercar vehicles can enter to be on no restriction, and the Ferrari 812 Superfast to be served as a vehicle restriction. But adding up with the Nitro Chemist is all you need to do to be planned and mapped out to go challenging and circle around on the track to have a pixel background. Unlike Sakura and City Track, and even to have the other 3 events is now being currently to have this one is going to be the third one ever yet to be currently to be perceived forward. But after all, to have some different theme amenities, including the red color on the 812 Superfast is still yet remain. So let's get ready to enter level 3, folks. Pacific in Flashback is brand new to have the main current event challenge to be set and go for having a 1980s background to go all in.
Gotta gain ground. Think if the fans are disappointing.
It's all in the video game, hero. It's all in the pixel-themed video game. Okay, now let's get down to do some strategy to have this new part of the course layout. So once on the outside, and head inside to have the volcano. Ooh, looks like lava. This is so pretty much more realistic and pixely. Man, the scenic view is so very awesome, you guys. I just really love to have that pixel background to have this event. I'll have to put this one to have the full walkthrough onto my list. And here comes on to the inside. So better make sure to have the final corner to go out and get back onto the starting line to have the first lap to be moving on in lap number 2. I kinda amazed how Ubisoft just come up to have a perfect idea to have Flashback is a themed Motorflix event on episode 2. Just to be prior to have 4 additional new events along with the other 2 as original. Okay, gonna have to do on the halfway mark. Keep going. This race can last for only 3 laps to master in the hypercar discipline. Going to kick up the pace and straight back inside the caverns of the jungle before coming out again at the most beautiful pixel coast on the Pacific. The houses, the trees, and the decoration is made out of pixel. But I mean, gosh, this is so one heck of mind-blowing to see how everybody really wants to join with this event. Okay, back inside the volcano. Okay, try not to make any scratches on the pixel barriers. The Ferrari 812 is still doing well. Stay in the lead, but the Nitro Chemist is going faster by the perk. Okay, let's hop in the cave. Move forward. Full stretch. And level 3 complete. Wow, I cannot believe it. This event is going back to be on the normal high definition, as you may enter to have a starting position to go on to the edge of the keys. But that's 3 minutes, 1.350 seconds and a new record of 113,918 points. Very awesome and well done in Pacific. So let's see which next level should I have to go with to have something else to do with 3 different stages. Touring car event in Freaking Night, street race to be in, what else that might have to be in Forgotten Island. Okay, I guess Forgotten Island is the next level in number 4. So let's do this and grab the Marco's Cab addition to the Cadillac Coupe de Billy will be set and go Nitro Chemist on the max per level by 280. So I haven't used this service vehicle in the same street race category for a very long time since the contractor in Season 4 Episode 1. But all in to have some theme amenities, to have some taxi style decals is still yet remain, and of course the amenities on the tire and underglow itself. By maximum to be in 630 horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour to go for having a semi-expert to have this classic Cadillac as a taxi vehicle to be in vintage way from the 20th century. But it does has a good taste of the 1949 before entered in the era of 1950s. So let's have a good tryout to be experienced and drive that good classic Cadillac taxi in the Coupe de Billy will be entered in level 4 on Forgotten Island. Just 3 more events to go, and this is how the usual opponents will be going in once again since Sakura.
You're gonna win this easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So I'll have to take the first one, but yet it's gonna be on the same pattern in the Keys of Florida. So going in by the lead and have a good look on the inside to the interior view just to have temporarily to have a good look. Unlike the original, this one is now being served to have a fare onto the middle whenever you see it on the right. But I had to keep a good focus on the road and the track itself in this part of the level. Wow, going down and elevated up. Checkpoint currently to be in the clear. Okay folks, looks like just to have a quick preview look onto this Marco Cab addition to the Cadillac Coupe de Billy. First lap is now going in. Kick that nitro up and stay on the line. That's 1 lap down, 2 to go. The sound of the music looks so very different, but even yet, it's going to be set on reverse direction, unlike Pacific in the forward direction. But 2 disciplines with hypercar and street race all together to have some different models is now being set to have some different stages. But even perhaps I might gonna have to add another one to my list to be on the full walkthrough later on. So which current progress am I at? Oh yeah, looks like I just actually took one finish from the USB Tour West Edition at Seattle, Washington from stage number 8 as a final event. But still in a long way to go, and I'll have to come up to have a thinkable idea after Best of Flashback is now being finished. This is it, folks. Final lap, here I come and bring that cab over onto the podium. That's how this level is all you need to do to go up by over 100,000 points. But that kind of a background is very much more forgotten to be set in the island. Ooh, looks like lightning effects. I can see one just a second ago. Hit that nitro up, going down onto the corkscrew corner. Stay on it. In about 12% progression to go, and I'll have to take home the finish line for the win. Okay, here it comes. Looks like it's about to get shaky. Alright, looks like made it on time and level 4 complete. Close call. 30 motor stars earned and stock full to be sent by the mailbox. So let's tally up the result, and 119,192 points in about 3 minutes, 37.267 seconds. Very awesome. Awesome, and good thumbs up to be quite very amazed to have Forgotten Island as one of the 4 new events in Flashback. Only 2 more events to go. Next up, Rallycross to take the pyramids. I bet you guys really love about pyramids is now actually to have a retro background style to have the same element and different textures to be on the main biome. Unlike Minecraft, since we just played it back then. But man, I cannot believe it. This is going to be quite doing some more pixel related flashback events is going to be going on and awesome. But what else way more awesome about something else to have more flashback events, unlike any other events as well to see it, including the Crew Motorfest. But I guess European is going to be coming up onto the next event to be on the main part as a summit contest. So next up, Lancia Delta S4 1985 standard version to go for having a good golden style and livery, along with some pyramids to be on the tire, underglow, rooftop, and even last to have a window tint along with a nitro. Just the good old 600 horsepower and top speed 174 miles per hour on the 230 per level, and I'll have to go faster and give the 1980s rally car to go for having a retrospective and nostalgia to have the best match. Level 5, here I come in about 3, 2, 1, and we're off.
I'm sending happy winning thoughts.
Here comes the inside. Better make sure to have the drip onto the first corner until we'll be doing the jump. Oh yes, looks like this is going to be so very awesome to be set and take place in Egypt. But this pixel background is now being set in Bonneville Salt Flats. But I bet you guys have already been this once, so we have to do it and do that part of the live summit event to have the best moment. Alright, looks like this corner is going to be a bit more tricky, unlike any other flashback events to go on tarmac, but only on the off-road to be used on Rallycross. But man, the outside is surely amazed to see how Rallycross vehicles can actually to be tested to be riding on the desert. Unlike Rally Raid to be take part on the Dakar. Okay, here comes the jump. Oh, solid touchdown and missed by the checkpoint. Okay, first lap down. Lap number 2 on the way. So note to self, folks, don't take too much extreme jump. You'll be missed a checkpoint until you need to get back on the track. Okay, looks like that's 21 seconds behind. Gonna keep it going and stay on to that next corner to be sliding on the left and right turn direction by the corner. Rally drifting style and go with a sprint. Checkpoint clear. Always remember, folks, whenever you see that ramp, take that jump and have the elevation to go manage, including this one, is going to be a very most importantly to have that main record on the set. See? It's all straight and clear. So here comes the final lap. Oh, come on. Looks like this is definitely might be going out of bounds. That's going to be crazier that you need to stay on the track. So progression is almost there to be at 80% to be almost. 34 seconds on the gap is on the update. Crazy track. But it's very hot on the outside in the desert. So let's punch that rocket up and go straight. Okay, solid fine performance and yet late braking. Okay, one more push. Here it comes, and this is it. Ah, come on. Another object just blocking in the way. So there you go. Man, that was so close. And first place is cleared by over 4 minutes, added with 21.053 seconds. And there you go, 109,910 points. Level 5 is clear. But I cannot believe it how this new event in Flashback is going to be set in Bonneville Salt Flats to be having a good wide open space and the barrier itself. But this is definitely way too awesome to have some themed decorated pixel backgrounds to be coming around to have a hot temperature is now being set to have a good place to be on the desert. Unlike Egypt, it has filled with many sands along with Saudi Arabia. But of course, because other kinds of desert biomes is now being yet everywhere to be across the world. So this is it, folks. Only one more event to go, and this is going to be the final level in Flashback for having one touring car event to have an Alpha Grand Prix for a combo event. But positioned to be updated in 5,544 place in 976,415 points. But this will take place in Freaky Night. Last week, as a brand new event as part of the Halloween themed summon from the previous, is now actually to have a spooky pixel background to be take place in nighttime. Only on touring car event, and especially for the Alpha Grand Prix event, is now being set as courtesy for a combo event. So I'll have to get back and use the 2020 Proto Alpha Mark X. We'll be going again once and twice. So let's get ready to roll and let the final level to be commenced to have some touring cars will be joining session. Let's roll.
Come on, you can do it.
The track itself is filled with city track and pumpkins are coming alive. This is where the late Halloween gift is all of us from last week and this week as we have arrived in November. Okay, gonna have to smash in the spider web. Checkpoint going in. Okay, watch out for the spider. It just really wants to eat Alpha Grand Prix race car and touring cars alike because that is definitely might be having a one bit of a trap. So enough speed and smash through on the webs. Okay, that's 1 and 2 coming out at the tunnels. So we're going back in Miami Racetrack to have another part of the late Halloween event to have the city background with some pixel pumpkins are being alive. But it is going to be quite going a late Halloween gift to be spooky because I'm still going to have to keep on racing to stay clean and try not to get anything else to be on jump scare. There's another web again. Smash through and hit the nitro. Okay, checkpoint to slow down and keep that grip to be on the traction steady. Okay, 62% progression clear. Final turn on lap number 2. And here it comes to the final lap. So I have to watch myself because there's going to be a floating hamburger to be coming around on any location in this area. I bet there might be some jump scares. I just need to be careful, but I mean, I'm just really have to scream, but help! I just need to keep a good, faster pace. I guess the spectator pumpkins are really enjoying the fun, folks. And I just really enjoyed the fun. Okay, almost there. One more push, so drop the hammer. And I have successfully done it. Level 6 complete. Best of Flashback Live Summit event is 100% well done. Nice. Awesome, and 116,000 by 2 minutes 53.841 seconds is doing a good practical level well done to have one part of the theme summon, unlike Into the Storm, Blizzard Rush, and USB Tour Next with the same title in Best of. 4th time ever to have this most fine elapsed record to be going up and proceed to have to be breakthrough on to the 2000 position in the rank on the Platinum. So I'm at rank 1972nd place in 1,192,551 points in about 4 days left. I kinda love it, folks. I really love about Best of Flashback is now being featured to have 6 events on different disciplines. Street Race, Alpha Grand Prix, Hypercar, Rallycross, and Touring Car all together. So much more excited and very yet to be well thrilled to be amazed to have a different pixel themed background altogether. And additionally to have 3 skills in high definition by land, sea, and air by doing aerobatics, slalom, and escape. Very perfect. Very perfect, and my appraisal for this part of the video segment goes by in 100%. So what do you guys think about your favorite event in Best of Flashback? Give your comments, thoughts, and suggestions about every part of 6 events to be started out on City Track, Sakura, Forgotten Island, Pyramids, Pacific, and Freaky Night. all kinds of different levels and themed backgrounds to be related to the same title. But the 8-week is now being arrived, and last call to have some final motor pass is now being set to get some more motor stars to go up from tier number 1 and all the way to be at tier 50 to go by simultaneously to be on the faster start. So the 8-week is now complete to get the outline addition to the Mazda RX-7 Turbo FC. The final week is coming up. Smokin tires to get these kinds of 4 rewards, including the Koenigsegg Agera R Drip Edition and Rainbow Tempest Smoke on the Epic. Let's open up, and the final date is going to be set on November 8th through the 15th. But yet, because main requirement to have 2 hypercar vehicles to be on the standard and drip discipline. So there's the McLaren 765 LT, and drip addition to the Lamborghini Aventador LP 700-4. Drag race on no restriction, drift, Albert Grand Prix, and a touring car to take part to have an Albert Grand Prix discipline to be on combo. Low altitude, speed trap, and slalom is going to be either depends on the water-based or land-based vehicle. Talk about doing the perfect time to have the final event until the end of episode 2, season 9 in Flashback. Alright folks, time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so I'll have to get back to work and do some more WIB content videos to be on the full walkthrough, and then the rest of the previous content video will be set on my own personal distribution until the complete edition is about to be set by date released. But I'm still working on it folks. I'll have to keep it up, develop, and find something else to have some different tools like upscale to be turns out to be on high definition to go realistic, to have a standard one to be on 1080p, and go into to have something else to be on a different perspective view. But by the way, because the 60 frames per second is definitely might have the perfect tool to go by main adjustment rather than doing on the standard version in 30 frames per second. But it takes high expensive to get these hardware for everyone who is actually to become as talented YouTubers. But I'll have to do it for myself because be creative is the key of perfection, along with some WIP to do some main topic on cars about vehicle description to learn more about any kinds of different discipline from my Total Drama OC. But I'll have to come back at any time until on the date scheduled to be on Monday and Tuesday to be served as a personal deadline to myself. So, thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. Glad that you really enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again on the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.